What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, people? You see the title of the video. You see the title of the video. So I'm just waiting for people to enter in the chat. Waiting for people to enter in the chat. Waiting to see how the notifications come out. Waiting for the notifications to come out. Julian, what's up, Julian? What's going on? So I want to talk to y'all about this. You got folks pushing fear. Pushing fear would be their demise. Where in the Bible did it say to be concerned about what's going on? Where in the Bible did it say is we supposed to be concerned about what's going on? How you doing life with the Jones family? Where in the Bible did it say we're supposed to be in fear? You got too many men pushing fear, pushing doom and gloom. They're not even quoting where in the Bible for us to be in fear. Everything must pass on. That doesn't mean we're supposed to panic. That doesn't mean we're supposed to be in fear. That doesn't mean we want certain things to happen. It's only the evil people don't want to see us prosper, don't want to see us grow together, don't want to see us work together because they are not going to the kingdom. They're the main ones who are pushing fear and not getting us together to do the right thing. And we have to be mindful with our thoughts because that could be used against you in Judgment Day. That could be used against you in Judgment Day. And see, the Most High is showing us who to be around, who not to be around in these latter days. And I'm to the point that if you have any fear, any doubt, while we talking, these people are desperate for views, desperate for attention. They're not pushing content when you could learn something from there. They pushing sadness. They pushing no hope to fit their agenda. Do not go to that non-initiative, y'all. Don't go to that non-initiative because if you go to that non-initiative, what are you going to do if the cash is worthless? Listen, I know many people that's in the stock and they know how to winter certain avenues when it comes to the stock. They're not in fear. The only ones that's in fear, they unalive themselves and they go to planet hell. People with fear of believing they will lose everything they work hard for will unalive themselves because they never had a mentor or got an opportunity, or they did and ignored it, and they decided to put matters into their own hands. And that's what's going on with this individual. He's going to put matters into his own hands if he continues to go the route of believing all this stuff. And then on top of this individual has a family. You would think that he will install positivity and think great for his future generation. then why is this individual having children if he believes everything's going to crash? Why is he having children? You see, this is the double minded entity that we're dealing with. And I'm here to tell you to be mindful of listening to someone who believes in having a family, yet telling you online that everything's crashing. This is crazy. This is crazy, y'all. And so I'm getting up, you know what I'm saying, getting ready to get situated. And I say, you know what, I'm going to come on live. I know people is up. I see Life with the Jones family is up. RC is up. Julian is up. Many of you in the Southwest and the West Coast is up. Some of you in the folks in the East Coast is up. Or you are up at the site. Or you was hanging out and you decided to come through and show some love, see me live. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to y'all why I'm lying down, relaxing. And all I can tell you is that do not be in fear. Do not, you know, listen to that type of content. Because, see, they want you to separate from your family, from your loved ones, from those who support you. They want you angry, upset, mad. And so we're going to listen a little bit of what this individual is saying. This is supposed to be a guy with many children, many ladies that he had children by. And I am like, why would he talk about this and you got kids to take care of? So it goes to show you that these people would do anything and wouldn't care about their own situation. So let me play this a little bit. Play this clip. All right. Gotta wait for the commercial to go through. I'm using my phone, so bear with me, y'all. All right, here we go. So you can completely understand that America is in some serious trouble right now. And I don't think people quite comprehend how much trouble America is in when it comes. If America is in trouble, then why you in America? Why you got your family in America? Do what the other guy did. He got himself out of North Carolina and he decided to move to Thailand. And so he took him and his family out of Thailand and something happened in Thailand. If I'm not mistaken, they had a massive earthquake. So he's out there in Thailand or the Philippines. If you are so concerned about the American dollar and the American trade, whatever the case may be, then why are you here? Why you got your family here? You know what I'm saying? So make that make sense. Anyway, let's go. Being on the global stage when it comes to import and export. This is a major situation that we're dealing with, and this is not to be taken lightly at all. Now, we're going to get into it. Let's go. Play a little bit more of this, and I got more sources to go to. Let's go. The crazy part about it is he's not even concerned about his own being, life with the Jones family. He's not even concerned about his own well being. So he's breeding out, you know, these children with these ladies or lady in particular, and he's talking this nonsense. It's nonsense because what goes up must go down for the wicked. The wicked is the only people that's concerned about the economics. Let me ask you this question. Are y'all concerned about the economics? I'm not concerned about the economics. You know, the thing that you want to make sure is that your soul is connected with the Most High. That's the most important thing because at the end of the day, we all got to answer to the Maker. So my thing is that you do the best you can while you're here. So it's like, come on, this dude don't believe in the Most High. He don't believe in the Creator taking care of your family, taking care of your loved ones, taking care of your husband, taking care of your wife, taking care of your kids. People are fighting against unnatural use. And see, when these people are retrobated, they become unnatural. They have an affection for other things that's not of God. And that's what we're seeing with this individual or individuals like him or ladies like them. Because you have ladies out here who will have an unnatural, debt-based mind too, not just the men. We just happen to talk about this character. Let's go.
Let's begin this hour with CNN business and politics correspondent Vanessa Yurkevich. She's in New York watching all of this unfold. So, Vanessa, where do the market?
And then he's using the Ibarasi as a resource, CNN. Oh my goodness, he's using the Ibarasi. Fair use, fair use. This is crazy. Let's go.
Stand right now.
Wolf, markets are tumbling as investors are really digesting worse than expected tariffs. You have the Dow, the Nasdaq, and the S&P all down below, as you can see there, 3%. Retail stocks in particular really selling off. Nike, Adidas, Lululemon, these are companies that sold.
This dude is worrying about what companies is doing this, what companies is doing that. Let me get to this comment in the chat. You said, Elijah says, yo, shout out to you, Rollo. 100. I used to like New Breed till I saw your side of the story, and I was stunned. You were right about him all along. Well, I'm glad you're out of that occultic situation. I'm gonna pin your message to the top. How can I pin your message? Let me pin your message. Let me pin your message on my other phone. We get right back to the topic. Appreciate that, man. I appreciate you doing your homework and finding out what's going on because, at that time, man, people was believing the nonsense he was saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that the Most High have revealed it to you, and I'm gonna pin your message for the people to see it. It's true what you're saying. That's an important message. So for the people to see what Elijah's saying, it's on point. You know what I'm saying? All I can tell y'all is this, right? Like what the Jones family said, we are not going to be lacking. The Most High provide for many of you that have family. Even if you don't have a family or a wife or a husband, He gonna make sure you good too. As long as you are upfront with Him, you're upfront with those who you're dealing with, and He's gonna make sure everything's good. And so I wouldn't be concerned about the economics. I mean, like, this guy's obsessed. He's trying to get a lot of people to watch him because he don't burn so many bridges with men and women. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the $3 contribution. Thank you for the support. Hold on 1 second. Let me like it and put the heart. There we go. Appreciate the $3 contribution, Elijah. Thank you so much, man. Really, really appreciate the support. Shout out to everybody that support when they can. Thank you all so much for your contribution. I want to reach the goal to where I could get this, equipment. I need one more 100, you know what I'm saying? And something went down yesterday. I don't want to get too much into it. However, I appreciate the support. It couldn't come at a better time. I want to get this gizmo because I want to do some interesting content. So once I reach the goal, once I reach the $100 on the Cash App, what I'm going to end up doing is getting this gizmo today because I want to get some more footage, get ready to do these skits, these shows. When I get back to Dallas, soon, uh, meet up with Brainwaves, I want to have that stuff ready. Shout out to Selena. We're going to be doing some interesting things with Life with the Jones family. It's going to, make sure that the stuff goes through, when we do the skits. And all I got to do is show them, which they know partly how to use certain equipment. And then they're going to produce the show in Dallas. I got some many ideas, what kind of shows I want to do in Dallas because I've seen certain, outlets that would be cool, what I'm saying, for us to use when I go back and return. You know, there's a lot of people that are surprised about the decision of me going to Dallas on a low. And I talked about it a little bit yesterday. And see, this individual, what he's trying to do is push this economy fear because he's seen the success that I'm receiving or Ringo or Brainwaves is receiving or, Selena or anybody that is on point. You know what I'm saying? People want to tear you down when you're doing pretty good for yourself or you're working on yourself to become a better person. People want to tear people down like that. I'm glad to be around the real deal and I learn a lot from the people that I interacted with, and it's very important to keep that connection going. And that's the most important thing to me. You know what I'm saying? Everything else will speak for itself. And so it's like every time this individual goes live, it's about be careful with this woman, be careful with this man. No, be careful with him. Be careful with him. How can he tell you to be careful with someone when you got to be careful with him? You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful with this individual. See, a lot of you have not met him, so you don't know how he moves. You have not have a conversation with him, so you're thinking that he's innocent. It's like what Elijah said. Elijah seen right through him. The Most High have shown Elijah what was going on because he tried to get in Elijah's business. It wouldn't surprise me if he was trying to, if Elijah supported him heavy and he disrespected Elijah. It wouldn't surprise me if Elijah supported him behind the scenes heavy, bought some of his merch, support the platform, and now he disrespected Elijah. Elijah seen some things that was not right about him. So what does that tell you? What's going on with this individual? So we're not making this stuff up. So a lot of people are leaving, and Brainwaves is correct. You see what I'm saying? Leaving that spellbound content creator. Even some of the people that was going in on us, they're no longer around him. So he has no one to feast off, with the exception of a few. You know what I'm saying? And so there was a lot of people that thought that I was doing something wrong to old girl last year. And women are spectacle of the situation because look, I'm gonna be honest. There was probably women who wanted to be with me, and he saw that. I can't say who it is. I could speculate what type of woman into me, yet I can't say who it is because they haven't come up to me and say, "Hey, I want you." You know what I'm saying? So there's no doubt that I could speculate. That doesn't mean I'm right. However, at that time, many women who ever thought about get with me thought that I did something to old girl, and they they was like, "Nah, I can't get with Rollo because this individual looks like he's correct." Now they regretting, they're regretting, and see they regretting of believing this individual at the time. And so they're like, Dad, man, I listened to this dude, and to see Rollo where he at now, he can't be wicked. He can't be the one who orchestrated this whole thing. It's this individual. Look what he did to brainwaves. And so that's what's going on right now, Julian. Life with the Jones family. There's many ladies who had an opportunity with me, and all they had to do is say, "Hey, look, Rollo, did this happen? Did that happen?" And I would have told them what happened. Whether they believe it or not, they would have got the answer they're looking for. So now they watching in the clouds, and they like, "Damn, man, I could have met Rollo, probably could have done some things with Rollo," and I believed the lie. And so for the brother Elijah to come through, he knows what's going on. He probably know more than what we could even imagine. He might know certain women wanted to get up with me, and Newbury knew that. And so for the thought of him seeing the opportunities of me having relations with ladies, or, you know, doing business with people that's successful in marriages and stuff like that, that he didn't want to see that happen for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yes, yes, yes. It's getting to that point, like with the Jones family. The reason for that is because when a man like myself on YouTube, I'm just pushing out information, and so after a while, a woman's gonna try to send some hints, and so when they see another woman getting love, it bothers them. You would think that they want to see the sister happy to be around, you know, people that's winning. That's not always the case. They get upset, they get jealous because they like how you get to get around Rollo, even though you married. That's the crazy part. You married. And they probably thinking like, okay, we know she's married, yet and still, she gets to be around Rollo. Her husband gets to be around Rollo. Selina's around Rollo. How does this happen? How does this happen? So these allegations, it doesn't make sense. When I'm chilling with your husband, we talking men talk, and you ladies talking ladies talk. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm not gonna get into all what's going on. That's none of your business. So see, that's what y'all don't realize. There's nothing going on. There's many that Marilyn Evans is married. Marissa Eldridge is married. You know what I'm saying? They got wrenches. So what's the issue? Who else is married that got wrenches? Let's see. It's Life with the Jones family, Marissa Eldridge, Marilyn Edwards. It's another lady. It's not coming to mind yet. Soulmadian. Soulmadian's married. So, I mean, I know their husbands personally. Their husbands know me personally. I mean, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. So, there's plenty of male content creators that give other women who's married wrenches. I think what it is whoever think they deserve. You don't deserve. If I didn't give you a wrench, it's no disrespect. It's because for one, you didn't support. For two, you on some mess. You know what I'm saying? So what is happening is, instead of you going at the woman, you talk to me. Say, Rollo, I want you. Don't worry about what other women thinking about me, especially if we're not together. They married. Come on, why would these allegations out here? This is crazy. It goes to show you that they really want me, and they're trying to get you to get upset because they're upset that I'm not giving them attention. Listen, guys and ladies, to you fellas out there, man, if you have a large female based audience, just know that they're going to be acting crazy. This is nothing new to me. I used to have to deal with this back in the days. You know what I'm saying? Women will tell other women he's mine, and I'm saying you in a relationship, or they may not be in a relationship. He's my man. He's my man. And I'm like, no. Don't you got a man at home, or you got somebody you're dealing with? So what? He knows. He knows. Oh no, we can't have you in my chat no more. If he knows that you're trying to do something with me, we're not going to do anything. That's not going to happen. I don't mess up homes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she says, well, like my husband just told me, you can't put 1,000 of them women together and it still wouldn't amount to one of me. Yeah, I get his part. I get his part on that. I see his point. That's a great analysis, he said. I used to think that Ringo was just hating, but when I saw the realness, I was like, I made a bad judgment on Ringo. Well, yeah, man. Reach out to Ringo behind the scenes when you get a chance, Elijah. Reach out to him behind the scenes and let him know what's going on. Yeah, man. I'm just glad that you got out of that situation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just let him know what's going on behind the scenes, and yeah, what he decides to do is his decision. He could be watching in the clouds. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he has you blocked. I don't know. All I know is that that's great that you have, repented and seen the truth by the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you're welcome over here. Anytime you want to, come in the chat and talk, you could talk, you know. So, yeah. All I'm saying is, to you ladies out there that's into me, just have the conversation with me. Have the conversation with me. Quit thinking that because you see other women have wrenches and you feel some type of way about it. That's crazy. If that's the case, that's not good. And I don't know. I know something. I know it was something going on. It's just that it's like that, man. It's like people see people wrenches. They feel some type of way, and they feel like they can't get a wrench, and you know this is wild, man. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's somebody that have a wrench, I don't know. Yeah. Oh man, they trolling you and Selena. Oh Lord. Oh man, this is crazy. Wow. Wow. This is wild, man. So it's a lady that's trolling you and Selena now. So she beats in this chat. She been in this chat. Okay, so I'll find out more information what's going on. I'm not gonna say too much, but this is crazy, man. So she be in this chat too, and Selena's chat. Oh man, this is wild, man. Okay, yeah, I got you. I've been to Florida many times. Shout out to Miami. Well, if y'all want me to go to Miami, if y'all want me to go to Miami, show you what's going on recently in Miami, you know what I'm saying? Let me know. I could go to Miami. I thought about going to Miami for the day. You know what I'm saying? Go there and come back to Orlando. So it all depends on, you know, what the support looking like, you know, because I really want to get the Gimmo, However, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens one day at a time. Because I thought about going to Miami this week. I thought about it. I really did. I feel like getting away. At the same time, I could get away in Orlando too. There's so much to do in Orlando. I don't necessarily have to go to Miami. However, man, I'm glad you do. When was the last time you was in Miami, Elijah? What year you went to Miami? I'm still not. I'm still in Dallas mode somewhat because it's just been almost a week since I've been in Dallas. This is crazy. Today will make a week I was in Dallas. Look how time is flying, y'all. We're already in Friday. I was just in Dallas last week. I was getting up around a certain time and I'm on the plane and I'm in Dallas already. Jeez, man. And all this stuff going on a week later. This is wild, man. So what is it gonna be? They're gonna be upset that I'm gonna be around Brainwaves and his wife, and they're gonna be upset if I get around Tanya So 100. You know what I'm saying? Probably meet up with Corey. They're gonna get upset with this. This is crazy, man. They're gonna get upset I'm in Atlanta. They're upset I'm in Dallas. They're gonna be upset I'm in Atlanta soon. What's going on? You know, I got secret crushes now all of a sudden. Oh my goodness. I got secret crushes I don't know about on YouTube. This is wild. Cause I don't be all over the place. So, it's a lot of secret crushes on me. Oh my gosh. They want to pop the balloon on me now all of a sudden. They they want to see me, they want to hold on me, they want to hug me, they want to kiss me and all this other nonsense. Man, I know Selena is like, yo, what's wrong with these ladies, man? I know she's saying the same thing like Life with the Jones family. Like, what's wrong with these ladies, man? What's wrong with them? They don't lost their mind. So that's why it's no sisterhood. It's all BS. You know what I'm saying? It's all BS. Just like the brotherhood, it's BS to understand. I'm not saying all, because we good over here, me, Ringo, and Brainwaves. And some of you guys, that, what transpired. At the same time, some of you ladies, you supposed to be doing your thing. They get jealous you marry and all that. This is crazy, man. They mad you talking to another man, you cool with the guy. They putting up these rumors, man. This is crazy, man. All these rumors. And you wonder why they ain't got no man, or these dudes ain't got no woman. Putting up these rumors. So people cannot have a good time linking up with each other. So if Rollo's linking up with people, you're speculating some false narrative. Just like the situation with old girl. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. because they have that in this. They have that in their mind, like with the Jones family. Oh, if you linking up with Rollo, something going down. Oh my goodness, man, this is crazy, man. You people need some help. You need some help for real. Like this is wild, man. I don't get down like that. Now, if a woman have an interest in me that's not married, that's different. She'll let me know. We go from there. It won't be none of your business. It won't be none of your business who I get with. It's really technically none of your business. However, I don't mess with married women. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I did a long time ago because I didn't know she was married. And I repented of that. You know what I'm saying? Told the Most High to forgive me for that. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, man, I ask questions, you know, before I make the decision. Because I got to know what I'm getting myself involved in, you know? But you people, man, you need to grow up, man. The jealousy part of it is that they wish they had me around them. That's the crazy part. They feel like, why I wasn't first. They feel like, why I wasn't first, Rollo. I knew this is going to happen because they feel like, oh, you ain't come to my state first. Oh, you went to Dallas. How dare you go to Dallas? And I probably know about your channel before them. That's jealousy. Instead of you just be like, hey, congratulations, Rollo. You link up with some good peoples and you had a good time. They want to go back and forth with you and Selena. This is crazy, man. This is like how New broke. He's so broke. New broke is broke, so he wants to talk about things it's irrelevant. You know. Let me see what she says. Oh, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You talking about the video? You talking about the live stream? Yeah, the live stream. Well, I made sure of that. I made sure of that because I put it in a certain angle. So yeah, yeah, I put it in a certain angle. Yeah, I didn't know that they was bench watching. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Because the live wasn't really supposed. It was not really on y'all. However, yeah, they didn't get to see y'all. You know what I'm saying? They only saw me and Selena. That's all that matters. But yeah. Oh man. This is wild, man. So so what this tells me is that they was jealous to see so-called black people together. They was jealous to see us all together having a good time. Wow, man. This is wild, man. And the crazy thing about the whole thing is all eyes was on us. All eyes was on us, and the people that didn't look like us wasn't on that type of time. They just seen us having a good time together. But people that look like you, they always think this weird stuff, you know? Mm-mm-mm. Yep. Well, they're gonna get mad. They're gonna get more mad soon. Then what? You think you're gonna stop what we got going on? Opportunities. We pushing ideas towards each other. They're gonna continue to get upset. You know. Um, let's get back to this content. Let's listen. Hold on 1 second. Let me see what she says. She says, "Yes, sir. 100. Showstopper for real, for real. Yeah, Yeah, Elijah. Hold on, let's listen.
Scary people. Scary people. So, I don't know
Hold
anything
on.
about these people.
Wrong situation. Uh, Something happened at Albuquerque, New Mexico. You had a wild shooting. That's not what I'm looking for. Hold on a second. What's the content? Did he remove it? Don't tell me this dude removed it. Okay. All right, here we go.
Don't even see that I control y'all. Don't
Oh,
even
that's
see that I control y'all. Now he'll try to get.
that's Brainwaves. Shout out to Brainwaves. Shout out to you, Brainwaves. Anyway, let's get to this. Here we go.
And these are companies that source a lot of their goods from abroad.
Now the retail apocalypse is coming. There's a reason why you've seen so many stores get shut down. And now the very few stores that we have left, they're also down a whole lot, right? Now this is bad.
The reason why most stores is closing is not because they're out of business. It's because a lot of Ibaracis are doing things that are lawlessness, and so they are, downsizing. That doesn't mean they losing money. The northern states are struggling because of lawlessness and theft. And, you know, you have the Trump administration, including Elon Musk, is reporting certain things that they doing. The crooked people, they getting caught like you, new broke. You part of that scheme. So anyway, let's go.
And what I've told you all before is you can look forward to this happening where everything would be done online. All the storefronts, all the goods and services that you were used to in America are about to come to a screeching halt. All right? This is the
That's only certain parts of the northern states, not in the south. When I was at the Dallas Mall, it was packed. It'd be packed at the mall I go to in Florida. So what are you talking about? There's malls that's in Dallas I didn't go to, or malls in Florida I haven't been to, and they be packed. They be packed. All these major stores that you're talking about, it's losing money. It's not losing money. There's people buying stuff. What are you talking about, dude? You be buying the same stuff you claiming that is not doing well. This is a hypocrite. Let's go.
reason why you were seeing thousands of stores being shut down at one time. This is why within the last 3 to 5 years, it has been store after storefront being shut down. They have been preparing for this for quite some time now, right? Now let's continue.
Countries.
They are downsizing in the Northeast, the Midwest, and the Northwest. That's who's downsizing. Where in the South is it downsizing? I see more people hanging out at the mall than the club. The club is not where it used to be. That I could tell you because I was gonna go to the club in Dallas. Old girls was like, go to Fort Worth. I say no. I'm not going to the hood. I'm not going to Fort Worth. Not in fear. I'm not gonna go to Ninja Town, Fort Worth. No, I want to go downtown. They say downtown Dallas is not. It's not popping. So a lot of the women they love going to Fort Worth clubs. They like to get it in. You know what I'm saying? I said, nah, I prefer Dallas. I want to go where it's reasonable. I don't want to go to, these are Gentile ladies, mind you. So I realized the quote unquote white women, they love going to the hood in Fort Worth, in Dallas, if they from out of town. So, or they from Houston, or they from, you know, San Antonio, or maybe Oklahoma. They was like, yeah, 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 we're going to Fort Worth. I said, I'm not going to Fort Worth. No, no disrespect to Fort Worth. It's just like, no. They don't get along with each other. Okay? Fort Worth and Dallas do not get along with each other. And the last thing is they're gonna know out in Dallas with y'all because y'all gonna open your mouth and say, "Oh, look, we got somebody from Florida." Yeah, yeah, they into that. I was like, "What? Fourth is crazy." You know, I rather deal with the Dallas, scenario. Anyway, let's continue.
That are now under higher tariffs.
Now we got to explain these tariffs. I'm going to give a real understanding about what these tariffs are doing.
Oh my goodness, this guy's gonna explain economics to us. He's gonna explain economics to us. I gotta hear this.
What they're about, so y'all can understand the details. Let's go.
And just look at the countries that were hit in yesterday's announcement. You have the European Union, 20% tariff. You have Japan, 24%, China, 34%, and Vietnam, 46%. Key trading partners to the U.S. Investors are worried what this means for businesses, and then, of course, those businesses' profits. But let's just reset.
Now, what does that mean?
The lady is playing plagiarizing y'all. She gets paid to push fear because pushing fear brings in numbers, and a lot of people in this country believe that the country that they're born in is against them. No, you against the Most High, and the Most High is taking care of those who's on point. We're not concerned about what these people think and what's going on in their life because they have become retrobated. They have no love for God. They have no compassion, and now they're being judged. Let's go.
That means that we're going to get less goods and services. Hey, I'm Ricky, and I've been.
We're not going to get less goods and services. If we're going to get less goods and services, that means how you're going to provide for your family. You don't know how to build things from scratch. You don't know how to make material from scratch. So that's going to affect you and your family. I mean, this person don't. That's about that with that person. This person has no clue about funds and money and opportunities. He doesn't. That's why he has been a failure all his life. He's been a failure all his life. I believe I shouted out Forever Studio for supporting the Cash App yesterday. Yeah, I think I did. Anyway, support by Forever Studio yesterday on the Cash App. Thank you so much. I believe I said it yesterday on yesterday's live stream. Anyway, let me see what you're saying. Bro doesn't know anything about economics. He doesn't, Julian. So with the tariff situation, it actually benefit us in the long haul. The tariffs, you know how much, funds we have sent to other countries that our own people need the funds to do what they need to do. And it's been difficult to get loans for people or opportunities for people because we've been, giving money to other countries who, by the way, do owe us. And so they getting pissed off for what? You've been leveraging off of Americans' money for the whole entire time. They say we are degenerate. They say this and they say that in most other countries. Yet when we look at other countries, with all due respect, they have more degenerates than we do. You get what I'm saying? So everything's coming out. All their secrets is being exposed. And so they just mad that Trump is for his people. He's doing what any man or woman with common sense would do, make sure they people good first. I don't see an issue with that. However, you got this individual, we're not supposed to be doing that. We might go to war. Oh my goodness. Listen, the same individual that's talking about that wants to go to war with us. Have thought about going to war with me or Ringo or Brainwaves. This is wild, man. Anyway, y'all, don't be in fear. Don't let nobody take you away from your joy. And continue to win. Stay focused. Make sure your spirit is right with God through Christ to the best of your ability. Focus on what makes you happy and get around people that's winning. And always stay motivated. So I thank y'all for tuning in. I did not expect to see that many people in the nighttime. And so YouTube, for whatever reason, did not let my other channel notification go out. So now that I talk about this, guess what? They let a lot of people know I'm on. It's partly because of the shorts and videos. I have to say so they downsized it because I did put a lot of shorts out yesterday, videos and members only the last couple of days. So that could be the reason why I can't come up with no other well outside of me speaking the truth. Anyway, thank you for all tuning in. You mods, you know, the support coming through multitude of ways. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going. So I'm gonna be up for a little bit. I'm gonna be looking at some things on the computer, on the phone. So if anybody wanna message me or have a conversation, just send out your information. Y'all know I'll keep the information confidential. Some of you have sent me some links, but I gotta be careful what I touch nowadays. You know how these things go. So if you send me a link, make sure the link is legit. All right. So with that said, good night to everybody. Good day to those that's out on the roads. Y'all be safe out there. To you truckers that's driving, that's listening. I'm glad I got you through the time. I got to get back to rest because I have to go to the site and then get ready for the weekend. And so, members only, I'm going to put out the full contents, so be on the lookout for that. Y'all take it easy and peace.